What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Am I losing my hair yet? Am I losing my hair yet? Well, I think I might. I think I might just lose my hair because of this whole low flow stock market day trading nonsense. It's stupid, 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 stupid. I hate it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We're getting started here, guys. Leave a comment in, leave a chat. Let me know how you guys did today. Let me know who's here. We'll probably get the poll going soon. We're going to talk about the day here in a second. So if you guys don't know me, I am the trading farmer, one of many traders on YouTube, trying to educate people on low float momentum stock trading, offering them tools, offering them the ability to watch live streams, recapping. At the end of the day, providing them the trader's mindset, showing them what a profitable trader who's made over $900,000 in profits, what is going on in his mind, right? What decision-making skills has he developed to allow him or her to make a living day trading? That's the goal, right? And I went in Discord and I talked about how I've been going between the farm and Arizona, the city, and how day trading has allowed me not only to make money, but also has allowed me the freedom to do what I want throughout the day, right? And that's what drove me to be a trader, is financial freedom, right? Whether you're making 100,000, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, this gig will allow you financial freedom. With that said, it does not come without a cost, right? And in some cases, that cost will be your hair, because this is somewhat stressful. I forget that I said somewhat. This job is stressful, and sometimes it's easy, but at the end of the day, there is a lot of stress involved with trading. And the stress is exactly what I'm going to show you today with my P&L, right? Let's click on Journal on TraderView, and that's going to show you. Can I zoom in on this? I'm used to my trackpad. So this was my day today. As you can see here, right away in the morning, I lost 1,000. Then I was up 1,000. And then I was down 500 before rallying back up 1,000. And, you know, some days are going to be like this. Stressful. Money is not easily flowing in. And, you know, last week, killer week, $13,000 profit. But today it just felt just choppy. We had HKD, we had APGN, we had SPRB. SPRB sold off below VWAP, right? So super weak. I took one trade on. I stepped up with 13,000 shares. It was a winning trade for a split second, and then it dropped hard. And then I can show you exactly where that was. So right away at the open, this thing's dropped, and that should have been my indication just to forget it. But I thought maybe we'll reverse off the lows here. We had some green, so I punch at about 256, 13,000 shares. Pops up to 259. It's looking good. I'm up, you know, $340, $400 on the trade. I'm thinking, all right, pop up to 260. We'll sell. It'll be $1,000 win. Nope. Hard rejection, instantaneous rejection. And I had to sell out when it broke 252, and I had slippage with 13,000 shares, and that was it. Lost $800 on it, practically in one trade. From there, I realized, you know what? No matter how hard I tried on this stock, no matter how hard I want to make my money back, I have to walk away. I have to leave it alone, right? Trader's mindset, right? This is what makes someone profitable, having the discipline to fight the urge to overtrade, to gamble. Text message. So I walked away from that. All right, that's when I went to HKD, because that's a stock that I've been nailing the past few days. This, I just was not happy because I made good money on it, right? You saw my P&L. I was up green, then went red, and that's mostly on HKD, catching nice trades. Caught a nice trade here. Did not break 254 reverse, but luckily locked in my profits. That was good profits, and I came back in here at 23, about 94, thinking we would get the break at 24, pop up to 24.20, 24.40. I thought right there was going to be my next winning trade. Boom, rejected, back red, right? So wasn't that clean of a pattern because it's a bit of a bear flag on the 1 minute. In fact, it is a bear flag on the 1 minute, but I thought we'd at least get back through VWAP and up. It didn't work, right? I cut my loss. I took the loss. I sucked it up. If I would have held and been stubborn with it, which some beginner traders will do, they'll keep holding and holding and holding, and they'll be selling down here. Well, I didn't do that because that would have been a $3,000-$4,000 loss. So I cut it. The trade didn't work how I thought. I cut it. I said enough is enough. I'm done with it. Then I made some profits back on this move here, right? After I saw it pop up, I jump in at 23.40, about 22.40. We do get a move up. I didn't catch the top, but I was selling on the way up. And the nice thing with this stock is we had range. And so I made some back. But next thing you know, I tried to buy up here. Well, this thing dropped. And so it was like a $500 loss. And so it wasn't that good. I think the next spot I did make some good profits was this break right here. But I didn't sell all of it. I thought we'd get a move up the VWAP, so I was scaling out slowly. Sometimes that's good to do, sometimes it's not, and it's just hard to know when it's good to scale out slowly and when it's, that's the struggle. Like, do you scale out or do you take your profit when you have it? And it's such a, one trade you sell too soon and it rips higher. Some trade you hold too long and it drops. And it just, I've been over the years trying to dial it in. And at the end of the day, the right thing to do is lock in profits as soon as possible. And that's how you can ensure not only that you lock in profit, but you're reducing your risk if it does drop. Because not only are you getting a win, but you're reducing your share size so that if it does stop you out, if it does go lower, you have a smaller share. So it seems like taking a smaller win is just that, but it's also reducing your risk. It's also setting you up for a smaller loss if that is to come. So anyways, HKD was the winner. At this point, at the high here, I was up about 3,000 on this ticker. So I was closer to a $2,000 day, but blah, 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 blah. I didn't get the $2,000 day, whatever. So, that's my day, guys. Let me know how you guys did. Low float trading, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. Certainly it's great, and the amount of opportunities it provides is great. And if you're serious about day trading, then consider becoming a member here on YouTube, watching me trade live every day. Not saying that it's gonna make you profitable, but if you want to join a community, if you want to have be able to ask questions while I'm live trading, go ahead and do that. Again, my results are not typical as are other traders' results. They are not typical, other profitable traders. But consider joining. What else? So $33 in fees today. That's to the FINRA, FINRA, and SEC, which is no big deal. That's nothing. $1,100 profits. Let's go to beginning of January. No. I want to go to 23. Here we are for. So we're just under $15,000 so far for this year. So off to a great start. Average 2,900 a day. Accuracy. Wow, look at the accuracy. Wow. Accuracy is not there at all. Look at that, 42% accuracy, but my average winning trade to average losing trade is almost 2-to-1. Almost 2-to-1. And that's normal. I'm assuming over the course of this year, my winning trades will balance out more to a 50-50. But as you guys can see here, everyone's gonna have different stats, right? And I don't even really focus on my stats a whole lot, right? And I think it gets to a point in your trading, and let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me know, how much do you look at your stats? Are you focused on your stats, or are you just showing up every day and doing your best, learning from your mistakes? And I'm not saying there's right or wrong, because I've gotten to the point in my trading where I don't really focus on my stats. I trade the way I trade. If I make a mistake, I'm usually able to acknowledge that. I'm usually able to identify that. And maybe I'm making a mistake by not focusing on my stats, but I sort of just trade and trade, and then I go back and I look at my stats and I'm like, oh, that's the result of it. Um, so I know there's some people that sit there and they stare at their stats, but I think that that doesn't always provide a benefit. In fact, it may just make you overthink things. So, with trading, you want to keep it as simple as possible. And I think time and time again, we're having people sell these courses. We're having all these people give this overabundance of information, and they're saying you need to look at your stats, you need to do this, and you have that. And really, I look at trading more of let's make it as simple as possible. Let's dumb it down to a video game. Let's have fun with it. Let's be creative. Let's let's not focus so closely on every little penny, right? And I truly think the best traders look at trading almost more as a video game. And the trick is when real money is involved, it makes it difficult. And that's the whole point when you're learning. I think where people mess up for you beginner traders is they start using real money too big of size too soon. Maybe they're not in a simulator, maybe they're using real money, but they're using too much share size. So my point is they're not able to have fun with trading. They're not able to be creative because they're constantly in this fear-based mode. Let me know what you guys think about that concept. And I really turned the corner in my trading when I said, enough is enough, right? I'm not even going to chase the money anymore. I'm going to lower my share size to where fear is not part of the equation. It's just me trading my gut. It's just me taking the trades I think that are going to be good. Yes. JR, what's up? So YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream. So that's not good to hear, guys. Is it smooth? Is it smooth or not? That's I don't like that's too bad. Let me know if it's smooth or not. Drop a like. Heaven with the D. Heaven with the D. Good to see you. I think stats are more important when you are still finding your strategy in the market. Okay. Yeah, I think we're on the same page there. Bobby, do you have a max loss? If so, what? I do have a max loss, and it's about around that $2,000 area. Certainly, it feels like my max loss is more of a mental max loss now. Whereas before, when I was first becoming profitable, I had a very serious max loss, a very quantitative. It was $30 when I first was starting, and then I moved it to 500, right? And I followed that pretty religiously. Over the past couple years, I've loosened up on it. And sometimes I come back green and it's fine. Sometimes it's a big due to mistake. So I would say for a beginner trader who's not profitable, you got to define absolutely. Don't look at me. This is a point where I'm saying I'm doing this, but you guys cannot do this. In a way, you haven't earned the right. And that is you need to have a defined max loss, an actual dollar amount, and make it reasonable. Make it an amount of money that you can make back in one average day of trading. If you can pull 30 bucks out of the market pretty easily, right, then your max loss should be $30, right? If you're struggling to make $100 in a day and that's like one of your all-time best days, then your max loss should not be $100. Your max loss should be like 50, right? So, and yes, I get it. Sometimes the max loss will feel too tight, but that's good, right? Because that means that you can have 2-3 max loss days in a row, and then in one day, in 2 days, make it all back and then some. And that's how you want it to be. That's how you want it to be, right? Having a $2,000 red day for me, it's not fun and it's a lot of money, but I can make $2,000 in one day. Some days really easily, and some days and in some trades, I can make that in one trade. So, $2,000 does seem like a lot of money, and I know some people see me lose $3,000-$4,000, but even if I lost $4,000, I could still make that back in one day. But that's starting to push it, right? That's why I don't really have $4,000 red days that often, because I can get away with $1,000 red day, $2,000 red day. Once I start getting to the 3-4, that's when it starts to turn into like a 1 to 2 day recovery. Yeah, I see that chat's not doing well. I apologize, guys. So, anyways, off to a great start this year. Really just focusing on the basics. We got 921,000 in total profits. We'll do a recap on the year soon, but this is it, guys. This is my P&L chart. I wish it could be a little more steady, but it's decently steady. Here's my learning period, a portion of my learning period flatline, right? I had about $25,000 to my name, actually just barely. I had just right here at about 1109 2020. That's when I finally got a paycheck, and that got me to 25K, and my net worth at the time was about 25K. And I was just like any other person here in the chat, and I was wondering if I was ever going to learn how to day trade. I was wondering if it could really be done. I knew it could be done, but was I able to do it? And the answer was yes. The answer for you guys is a yes. You just got to find your path, and you got to keep at it. You got to keep at it. Don't give up. So, anyways, HKD's been selling off hard. I think that I don't plan to see any continuation on. I think today was like the last day we saw a little bit of action on it. So, HKD, I think this might be it. This was the last oorah today on HKD. Going to the daily chart on it, we can go look at the daily chart. 1 year, 1 day. And I'm running this application through M1, and that's why it's a little glitchy. I do not recommend using. Also, what I'd like to do is get rid of this. Get rid of these show price subgraph. I like to get rid of that volume. So, yeah. HKD looks done. We might get a pop off the lows, so maybe wait for it to get down to 8, then catch a pop up. That's maybe APGN. This one, higher float. I missed a great trade on a breakthrough VWAP, and in the recording, I called out this flush right before it happened. Basically, on the way up, I'm like, this thing's gonna pop, high day, and then flush. Sure enough, it did. Check out that recording of today's live trading session. It was wild, and I was tempted to punch it here, but I just could never, because it was just so choppy. It's just green candle, red, green candle, red, green candle, and then we finally got a green candle, and I was thinking, okay, green candle, red. No, green candle, green candle, green candle, then red. So yeah, then we had this looks like probably a breakthrough VWAP or a pop-up VWAP, but I just found this one to be incredibly choppy, and it was choppy and choppy until it wasn't. And so if you could catch the time that it opened up, boom, 160 to 216, that's a big move. But I wasn't making easy money on it, and if it was the only stock available, maybe I would have dialed in on the rhythm. But I think the reality of this one was it just was skittish, keyword skittish, and so I didn't make good money on it. Although certainly I have traded stocks like this in the past, and I have done really well on them. Right? Say I load up 20,000 shares at 205, I get patient with it, and I hold it to the break of high day. Boom, that's a $3, $4, $5,000 win. And I've had stuff like that. I just was not willing today, especially with my P&L going all up and down. Right? Low float stocks will make you go bald. That's the title of this recap, and it's true. Looking back, I wish I would have, but in the moment, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of fear that I'm trying to fight, but I don't want to fight the fear away too much, because if you're not fearful at all, then you start to do stupid things like punch big orders in bad places, and then you take big losses. And so at the end of the day, what makes you profitable is not how aggressive you are. It's not how much share size you use per se. It's not how big your balls are, so to speak. It's how good are you at managing your risk? How good are you at being disciplined? How good are you at not allowing your emotions to override your logic? And for me, That was not being aggressive on a day that didn't feel good. It felt off. It didn't feel right. And I've gone through many days like that as a trader, and I've learned the hard way over the course of losing thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, let's look, how much money have I lost in my lifetime of trading? I've lost $1.1 million. $1.1 million in losses. So, ask me where my experience comes from. It comes from losing $1.1 million. But my experience also comes from making $2 million. And then those net out to $900,000. So what's the quickest way to increase your profits? Well, there's two answers. There's multiple answers. One of the best ways to increase your net is to decrease this one right here. You can work on both. But without increasing share size, you can increase your profits by simply decreasing this, right? A lot of people like to work on this side of the equation, and that's good for them. There's some people that are so focused on this side of the equation that they don't ever be profitable, and then they quit day trading. They dislike all my videos. They trash on this business, and they simply forgot about the other side of the equation. In fact, I think the people that are the best traders are so focused on this side of the equation that this side of the equation is easier to work with, per se. Anyways, I'm not perfect. I'm not the best trader in the world. You guys know that. And you guys like to rub it in. But let's see who's here. Who's here in the chat? Let me know who's here in the chat. Drop a like as well. Ed, good to see you. Good to see you, Ed. I like your skew line. I'm guessing you're talking about this. Without being arrogant, I like it too. I've certainly seen worse, but this is what my strategy produces. Some people's strategies produce way more profits, but their P&L chart is a lot more like a roller coaster. So who's right and who's wrong? I don't know. Right now, I'm doubling down on this sort of P&L. And what I want to do is work on increasing my profits without compromising the smoothness of this curve. Because this curve also sort of represents your mental state, right? On these dips, that's a moment of, at some level, depression, right? Low float trading will make you go bald. I'm not making that up. There's stress, and looking back, oh, that's not that big of a deal. You rebounded, but in the moment, it's painful, emotional pain. So my point is, for now, although I'm leaving profits probably on the table, I enjoy a smoother ride. I enjoy days where maybe I take $500 instead of fighting it until 4 o'clock or whenever the market closes, whatever. And then by the end of it, I'm bald. And I picked up maybe an extra $500, and maybe I made 1,000 instead of 500. So, right? Anyways, that's my recap on the day, guys. Leave comments how you guys did today, what stocks you traded, what stock was your favorite. Of course, slam that like button. It helps motivate me to put out more content for you guys. And why not? Journal. So we'll see. I was hoping January was going to heat up. I don't know where it's going to go from here. My averages are decent, but my averages took a hit today. Because I only made 1,000. I'm not saying I'm ungrateful, but last week 4,000, 18, 48, 28, 11. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 16th is a holiday. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 more trading days. You do 15 more trading days times say my average drops to 2,700 times 15. If I can keep that average up, you add that to the 13 I already have. Well, I actually have more like 14,500. Theoretically, my month could be 55. But I don't even like playing that game. That's the quickest way to fumble the ball. I'm just gonna keep taking it trade by trade, day by day. And that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Good, Raul. Good, Raul. Yeah, maybe at the end of this month we will be offering an option to watch live trading, not every day. That will be for the members that pay the $100 a day, and that's $5 a day, $5 a trading day. So that's a Starbucks a day for live trading and live trading archives. $5 a day. And I know some people can't afford $5 a day for live trading. It's not worth it to them, and that's fine. There will be some free days too. So that's it, guys. Appreciate everyone's here. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Probably a recap. We'll see how this video performs. If people are not really interested in recaps, we'll just go ahead and cut it because I want to give you what you want. Maybe you guys don't want recaps. You want more education videos, right? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how people receive the recaps going forward. But that said, guys, I'm gonna head out. I gotta go watch the championship college game. Gotta go eat some pizza. Have to talk to the girlfriend. Have to take care of business. With that said, guys, have a blessed day. Be humble, be kind, enjoy life, stop chasing the money. We're all going to be laying on our deathbed eventually, and it's not really going to matter how much money you had. So keep that in mind. Take it easy.